right. Nice smooth water today. This afternoon, this morning. And a bunch of lionhead jellyfish. I'll take a few pictures of. Looks like this is a really nice one right here. Let's take a picture of that. Alright, let's see if we can flip. That doesn't work. They just went deep. Let's see if he comes back up. Alright, it's a very smooth day out here. Got a lot of lionhead jellyfish. Fine fang, sorry. If you can see that guy right there, this gang setup just doesn't work well. Alright, you see that guy right there? There's two of them. Passing by, those are tiny ones. I don't know if they're all kind of going into a die zone, but they all seem to be pretty listless. Hey, the water's low today. We can actually go under this thing. What the heck? Why not? Through the grotto. There's so many jellyfish out here. I don't usually have that many, but every once in a while. Had some crazy wind the last couple of days, so I'm assuming that has something to do with it. A lot of southwest wind yesterday. And finally, right now, it's pretty smooth out here. A seagull just went by. We've had a ton of osprey and heron today. Eagle visited quickly. Our bird action. What is that up there? That might be the eagle himself. No, that's an osprey, I think. I don't know if you can see that in view. It's really big looking though. We're going over here to Kohl's Island. Take a quick peek in the lake, see what's going on. I'm just going to step on it, shut up, let you enjoy the ride. adjust this just a bit. Oh, we got some mergansers right in front of us that have chosen not to fly yet. Let's see, right there, and they just took off. We never get close to those guys. Alright, we came out here in this little channel where we go to Kohl's Island. The wind picks up, comes in over the dunes right over there. So we'll have a little wave right here. Got the barge out today, we'll be fine. Took my daughter and her 11-month-old, 10.5-month-old, 10.5-month-old daughter the paddle this morning, and it started really well, and then it got windy, and she was having none, so I just gladly chose not to film any of that. So it would have been hard to have a camera and someone sitting in the chair all at the same time. You see this beacon, the red and green beacon up ahead? That's the entrance to Smith Point. It's the jetty that goes to the Chesapeake. And we'll probably go right by that and then come back. This big tandem takes a lot of work. Sorry if I'm breathing heavy. A lot of mergansers out here. I hope they stick around this summer. I don't think they do. They are super cute. All right in front of us right now. Let's see if I slow down if they'll stick around a little bit. There they go. As soon as one breaks, they all go. And then they're fast. Still another 30 or 40 of them in front of us. We're going to go to that red beacon and take a peek and then turn around. In the sky up ahead is a heron. Probably a little far for you to see. Well, there's a bunch of them now. They might think they can gang up on me. Take it slow. This boat has a, when I got it, had a decal on it, like an old fighter jet with the, there they go, with the teeth, like a tiger, or whatever it is, dragon, I don't know what that thing is, but I'm not sure that doesn't scare them away as well. It's pretty scary front end. Let's push it, get over there. Still, I don't know, 50, 100 more mergansers all out in front of us. That's the reason you're supposed to have a zoom lens that works well. There's a few more taking off. Maybe a big lens. We're not going to get close to any of these guys. So, start with the bouncy jig I'm using. Mount. It's a cheap clip-on, but it allows me to move it around, and I'm testing where I might want to put a couple of mounts on this boat. There's another heron in the sky. Also the moon. I think that's in your view, about right there. Okay, we made the red beacon, but we don't quite have the view yet. Let's go a little further. And what's crazy is, let's actually go over there. This is called Bamboozled Island. Got a bunch of seagulls on it right this second. And it's been named this since the 1800s, at least the 19th century. I guess it has bamboozled some people coming in and gotten stranded. This island shows up when tides are really low. And we should get a good view from it as well. We look like we're out in deep water here, but this is actually pretty shallow right through here. You see the oyster trays on the floats up there. That's usually pretty shallow water. You know, the seagulls are going to get upset with us, but let's take a quick look. I'm going to tighten it up a little bit. You can enjoy it. Bamboozled Island. It actually sticks out up ahead as well. You can see that seagull is walking. This is only a couple inches deep right through here. Let's not get stuck. We got stuck. Alright, we're going to back out a little bit. Give you another view of, I think it primarily says Bamboo Island on the record books these days, but in the old days it was called Bamboozled. I'm going to get out this way a little bit, and then I'm going to turn back, because I want you to see all these seagulls that are, you would think, are actually sitting on us, floating on the water, but they're actually standing on the sand, under the water. Okay, ready. You see all those seagulls? Including this one right beside me. He's probably a little sick of me. Okay, here comes a boat through Smith Point. Let's get in view. And he has to make a pretty sharp turn because he sure can't come right where I am. Pretty polite of him. I think he dropped it hard because we were sitting here. And this is about 4 inches deep right through here. You can actually see a beach wave up here. We're gonna get stuck if I don't watch it. It is so shallow. Yep, yeah. Look at those waves from the boat. Little ripples. That's cool. You know, I've been out here, but never this shallow. I've never actually seen the island before. Alright, we still don't have a view of Smith Point. Let's go just a little further. Enjoy these wakes. We're in such shallow water, my back end's hitting the dirt every time we go over a wave. I feel like a weird ecosystem. It's weird to see a beach sitting in the middle of a big river. Let's give you one more look. So if you look over there, the island's still going over there. And all the seagulls that are sitting over there standing in the beach. And we have finally made the break view of Smith Point. It's pretty wide, but from here it looks kind of skinny. There you go, that's the view. We're going to zoom out and get back over to the beach on the other side. Break the video. Just come right back. Okay, there's a couple little lagoons off this island called Kohl Island. It's a bird sanctuary of some sort. A reserve. It's got, I believe, where it is, there's coyotes out here. Definitely some deer. And we just had a big heron land in front of us. I'm going to zoom in so you can maybe catch him as we get closer. There's one in the air too. There's actually a big nest of herons over here, so there's, I don't know, more than I've counted. The water's super shallow. They love super shallow water. Well, behind this whole section, just move the boat, is a lake. Back in here, behind here, is a lake, and there's all sorts of birds in the trees and such. You can actually see a couple, what I believe to be vultures, in that kind of dead-looking pine tree right there. Let's see if I can zoom in on them. You see the vultures in there? Oh, yeah, there they are, right there at the low branch. Anyway, we can't go into this lake today because we don't have enough water. It's cut off right in the moment. This is painful. I'm tapping my paddle every time I touch water. Oh, those are osprey. I'm sorry. Those were not vultures. Now they're there goes your heron flying away. And those two things in the tree there are osprey, not vultures. Chirping at me too, which is weird. They don't have a nest there, I don't think. I don't know how they think I'm going to get up there and bother them. Oh, there flew a really, yeah, that's a really big bird. Alright, getting a little water again, but I'm going to do a turnaround because this is the path into the, oh, there's another heron. Hopefully you saw that. He's just going to go a little far down. We'll get him again. But this is the path into the lake there, and you can see it's not accessible when the north winds are blowing and it's low tide. There goes another osprey flying away. I think you missed that one. It's out of view. Sorry about that. Let's keep going. Now, if you look over here to the shoreline, you're going to probably see potentially multiple. Okay, wait a second. We're going to stop right here for a second. I'll take this off. It might get a little ugly, but right up there, if you're seeing, yeah, right up there is all the heron nest. You can see the big chunky stick piles. That's a heron nest, set of heron nests. They kind of brood together. Let's see if I can get this back in. Without making anybody sick. All right, well, that's probably okay. I'll shut up and hear that. That's the heron making noise saying, "Get out of here." Now, I talk about oyster trays a lot. There's one in the water right there. I think you can probably see it. Now you can see we're going right over top of these trays. They're just deep enough not to cause any challenge. All right, so I think we're ready to go again. What, another inch of lack of water. We would have been rubbing on those. But they seed the oysters and they put them in there and then they grow up and then they're accessible to harvest from the trays. Caged life. Possibly one animal that probably doesn't really care. Didn't have him in view. You can see a heron flying away right there. Forgot what I was doing. So much for my film footage. Here is our other lagoon, and it's looking dry as well. So I have to take another trip down here. I always think of this one drier than the other one, so dry, this was going to be even more dry. Alright, and you can just see the lake. Oh, there's a hawk, I guess. Maybe a small osprey. I don't know what that is. You can see there's a heron in the background. That guy just dove down for a stick or a piece of fish. Yeah, that's an osprey. You can see the water in the back. That's another one of those lakes. And this right here has water normally. There's another heron in the air right in front of us. It should cross our view. Hopefully you got a quick glimpse of that guy. Oh, he's making noise at us too. Alright, let's keep moving. You see the waterfowl blind there for hunting. Possibly bird watching. I don't know who owns it. Some old ruins in this part of the island. Some old brick buildings that have washed away. Possibly see that. A couple old tires maybe. Old car parts here too, like an axle and such. It's so shallow, I don't want to get any closer over there. Bought the wrong boat to go shallow. This thing's probably my deepest drafter. So big and heavy. There's two more herons in there. It's just such an amazing place for herons. Of course, my wife and I filmed a white heron in front of our house for, I don't know, an hour today. It was just, I don't know, 30 feet right there in the beginning of the water. Okay, we got us a big bird in the air, but it's another osprey. I'm not going to jerk the camera around for that. Let's just head back. All those lion's mane jellyfish were just in front of my house. Thanks, nature, for giving me all the jellyfish. You can see all these floats. These are more oyster trays. It's really shallow through here. We got a bird. Maybe a bird up front. It's probably a float of some sort. I can recognize what it is. There's some jellyfish. Step on it a little bit. come out to a nice wide view the way back. No going fast in this guy. Now we have a loon, but it seems like a single loon. It might be a cormorant. I don't know the difference. I must slowly put him in view. He's right in front of that dock to the right. He's like right in front of you. I don't know if you'll see him. And they just go underwater when they don't want to be bothered and disappear. So, oh, there he went. Oh, he's taking off. Dang it. Okay, he's coming right by us. Look at that. He is, well, that's a cormorant, whatever. It's got the red eye. There's only one of them. It's weird to see him out here by himself multiple weeks in a row. He either was just out of view the entire turn there, or he was just in the view. Let's see how successful I was. I think we have an osprey sitting on this tray up here on the mooring post. Going by. And this pier. Oh, sorry about that. I forget I'm dealing with this guy. Did a little shift. Yep, you can see the profile on that middle post right up ahead. There's a bird sitting on it. Give it a shift a little bit, so hopefully he stays in view for a little bit. That's too much. There we go. The sun's hit me so hard I can't see. He might not fit on. I'll just let us go by. Yep. Just gonna say, can you put this on? Oh. Got his wings out. Let's see if we can make it so you can see it. There he goes. Hopefully that worked. He got a little piece of stick with him. Or something. Alright. Well, I brutalized you enough. Let's head back. Second pier on the right is ours. big up there flying. What it was. Sure it was an osprey. We have a nest on this one. It's already pre-built. I'm sorry, third pier on the right. Back. All right, we're back. I want to snake around the back on the jetty as the water's low. I've been trying to pull out a Model T tire this morning, and I saw one more, so I'm going to go check on that. See if I find anything. I'll let you know. But you've seen this jetty many, many times, so I won't make you watch it again. We were filming a heron earlier today. He is back into space. I'm going to turn slowly so you can see him. Just you see the red barn, and he's in the water right in front. Oh, I'm floating out of the way. Like I said, he's just right up at the edge of the water, right in front of our place. We got really lucky. These little two lagoons back here are very shallow, and herons love that kind of place to eat. Okay, now let's make my wife angry and try to get a little closer. We let two Canadian geese get right beside him earlier, so maybe in the sun. And this osprey over there is not going to be happy, but that's where the channel is set. Already chirping at me. Okay, that's good. An osprey. They come right by us. Ah, my finger. Okay, we've had one picking up sticks in our yard all day. And that one is getting pine needles from the neighbor. That looks like, sorry for this adjustment. That Dutch angle on there right now. Let's get that straightened up. Finish off with a little zen back to the dock. Let me show you my hitching post. It's a bit of a tongue-in-cheek because I had two old poles. We had all those ruins on that old pier boathouse thing that was here 30, 40, 50 years ago. And I left two poles in the ground because I wanted to build a bench. And I've decided I'm going to build the bench out of drift planks. We get a fair amount of boards showing up, so I'm just going to collect them until I get enough and then build a bench. And until then, had a couple show up in the last week, and I made a hitching post. It's actually pretty functional. You can, you can dry moor a boat. Like I had this boat tied to it all day, out on the sand, and you can sit on it. Obviously, well, it's not obvious yet. You haven't seen it, but and then it's also really cool because when the wind's blowing hard down here, you can throw a paddleboard up against it on either side, and the paddleboard will stay in place because the wind's pretty consistent when it's blowing. Otherwise, paddleboards can catch wind and take off like a kite. The inflatable ones. So, all right. So if you see up ahead there, you might see a little piece of blue tape. That's my kayak cart. In the back, that's the hitching post. All right, end of another video.